Welcome back to Mad World, and I have a suggestion for you before we do anything else this episode. Last episode, you might remember, we became Duke Rhino, the elephant, the dragon, the wolf. Okay, here's my thought. We were going to convert to Norse, and in Norse mythology, there are a lot of wolves. Obviously, there's Fenrir, who is the son of Loki and killed, oh wait, don't tell me. I'll remember. Killed Odin, actually. Killed Odin, didn't he? And then Tyr killed the wolf. Either way, it's either Tyr or Balder, one or the other. Fenrir obviously killed Odin, wolf god. Half son, half god, half giant of Loki, of course. There's an option here to found Lycan culture. You've established an entire kingdom for your kin. It may be safe to live freely and openly among your people. We have to have a kingdom, an independent kingdom of our own. We can found a werewolf kingdom of gods of the Norse faith. The kingdom of the Fenrir. It's, you know I'm a genius. Okay, we won't go that far. I think it's a good idea, personally, but let me know your feedback. I'd like to know what you guys think of this. Now, we were planning to move north anyway, because, of course, we are married to Kraka, the daughter of Balder. We might accidentally bring about Ragnarok with what we're doing here. Now, we also have dragon blood and magical heritage. There's a lot going on right now, so bear with me. Either way, I feel like we leave the HRE, we head north, we conquer Scandinavia, turn it into, obviously, the kingdom of the wolf gods, and eventually, become the Fenrir and found our own kingdom. Awesome. Oh, that's really cool. Though your crippling injury might have been fatal for normal men, for one of the wolf, even the worst of wounds heal with time. Much better. Lost the trait scarred, lost the trait one-handed. Let's hope people don't notice. Oh, Jesus. Rumors have begun to spread about my sudden and miraculous recovery. Now they're whispering that the source of my health must be supernatural and profane. I must be cautious. Yeah, let's not do anything wolfy. I don't want to be uncovered as a wolf. What about my wife? What do you think of me now that I'm a wolf? Entrusted you award, yeah. Hermetic Apprentice, yeah, +10. Suspected monster, -10. You're a god. I feel like you should forgive me a little bit. Let's grant her some estates. That will make her like us. Increase her opinion of a 50 for 250 gold. Definitely worth it. Let's invite her stargazing. She's our apprentice. We're both hermits. Or part of the Hermit Society. I probably shouldn't say hermits at this stage. It doesn't make much sense. Let's go stargazing. Right, now what's our current mission? We don't actually have one. How close are we to Magus at this stage? We just need the esoteric knowledge. Right, awesome. I'm also writing a theorem paper. I started that just before the video started, so we can definitely get on with that. Our trade master wants some funds. He's got some gems. Okay, sure. I'll give him some funds. Now, because we're at the early point of the game, what we can do, if you haven't watched the Game of Thrones series, I've used this mod a lot in that. What we can do with our trade master, well, firstly we need a regent. Why don't you like me? Because I'm a monster. Turn against Liege, wants the Duchy of Verona, blah, 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 blah. Here you go. Have some gold and have a title to shut you up. Oh, we wanted 300 gold. That was a lot. What we can do while still in these early stages of the game, and while we're not an independent kingdom or anything like that, we can have our trade master focus on profit. Now, I'm definitely going to do that. Why am I going to do that? Well, if we focus on profit, we're going to get more gold out of it. Whereas now he's sort of balanced. So certain goods will be invested on our provinces as he finds them appropriate. I'm not actually sure what determines that. I can't say I've ever looked through the code. But as you can see there, jewellery shipment, gem shipment, they're giving us provincial bonuses, whereas I prefer the flat gold right now so we can invest them in other things like, hermetic events, werewolf events if they ever pop up, things like that. Now, we can offer to turn, I noticed. What are the limitations on that then? Offer to turn. May not be received by God's faithful. I don't care. What do we need for that? He's not already considering a major decision. Has not recently refused the offer. I wanted to turn our wife into a werewolf, but perhaps because she's a god, that would make sense that we're unable to do that, I guess. So let's not worry about that at all. Let's instead go ahead and... We kind of want our wife to like us a bit more. Or at least we want to like our wife a bit more, because our opinion of her is only 38 because she's an infidel. Obviously, having a good relationship with your wife will increase the amount of heirs you're likely to get. We got a companion of medicine giving 15% fertility. Let's have a small feast in her honor. Let's really try and make friends with our wife here. The more kids, the better. Low clergy obligations law. Whatever. Good for you. You get on with that. Okay. The wonders of good food. +5. Okay. Again, either falling in love or becoming a friend would be really ideal. Oh shit, the night? Let's hope it's not a full moon. That could be a problem. I don't really want to devour Balder's daughter. I'll send out my paper at once. Again, we're just trying to build up... Oh, disappointing night. What a shame. Hang on. I've been spending more time with my wife Cracker lately, and though, of course, we did not marry for love, I can tell it's growing between us. Marital bliss, we fell in love with Cracker. That was exactly what I was looking for, and I can't believe it was that easy. Look at that. The only reason we don't like her completely, 100 out of 100, is because she is an infidel, although we... Doesn't really make much sense, seeing as we practice her religion in secret, but don't worry about that. Cross that hurdle when we get there. Excellent. My paper's being submitted to the Hermits, and they like it. Thank you, Athena. Oh, sorry, Artemis. My mistake. My apologies. Bishop Sylvester with his... That's an incredible hat. I want to see that brought back in 2018. It's called Fashion Honey. Look it up. After an exhausting night, we worked throughout the entire night. I probably should have read that rather than paraphrasing it. Without any sort of notable... I'm not reading events anymore. Esteemed Adept Rhino, having spent ample time considering your paper's worth from behind these bars, I've decided to endorse your work to the Order. You're only saying that, so I'll try and break you out of prison. I mean, it's working, though. I'm more likely to help you now. Kaiser Heinel II is requesting help with his mismanagement of their economy. Yes. Give the money in exchange for a favor. Absolutely. 300... What was that? 350 gold? That's fine. Or 250 gold. My mistake. This is good. What this means is we are on his council, aren't we, as an advisor, and we're the keeper of his swans, the most important thing. We can now force through law changes if we want to, by calling in a favour. Now, because they've already got low clergy obligation, unfortunately, we're kind of limited in what we can do right now. Let's just wait for that law to go through, then we'll take another look after that. Now, what claims have we got? To Master Rhino, my friend, we have a common nemesis. You know who I speak of, the despicable idiot neophyte Sagri? The thought of him being a member of our respectable community, it makes me sick. Let's ruin his laboratory. A god and a werewolf walk into a bar. I have a way with people with a heavy purse. Diplomacy, it's going to cost us 171 gold. I prepared a potion of dreamless sleep for this very eventuality. It's... Okay, well, we don't have a success on that one, unfortunately. Simple potion, 79% chance, but we have to get rid of multiple ingredients, or we could just try and bribe them. 79% of a successful team anyway. Well, let's just do it. Success! Enough peers have endorsed my paper. We can't be far off of, Awesome. I had my doubts, but color me impressed. Kraken managed to lure the gods away by setting off an alchemical reaction, producing the foulest of odors. While the trick was effective, to say the least, I do not know how much time I have. I need to focus. I shall steal Cankry's rarest and most secret tomes. Has he got secret tomes? He has Panacea. Right, so that's like a mythical thing that's supposed to cure everything. Absolutely. Let's try and steal that. That seems important. And we gained a strong claim on the county of Chinchacha. I hope I'm saying that right. You know what? I'm just going to give up trying to pronounce things properly. Do we not already have a claim on that, or am I going crazy? What have we got? We have a claim on the Holy Roman Empire. Because of course we do. I imagine that was some election-related shenanigans there then. Maybe a faction or something along those lines. Either way. County of Parma, County of Corsica. Right. Okay, absolutely, use it. Now, who are they a vassal under? The Pope? Oh, I don't want to declare war on the Pope. For all his talk and boasting, I expected more than this. Or perhaps, Neophyte Sagri is more paranoid than I thought. Any case, I cannot find anything of great value. These nuggets of metal will at least sell for a few coins. 10 coins and 200 esoteric knowledge. Awesome. Very, very useful. Does that not count as passing the mission? Have we got to come home first? There we go. Boom. And we became close friends with our wife. Oh, that's really nice. Look at that. Friends and lovers. Awesome. Dear Rhino, I would like to invite you. It's not often you start a letter with Dear Rhino, I guess, so he's probably enjoying that. You have the finger of St. John. St. John's got a lot of fingers, eh? I've seen a lot of people with those. Won't worry about that. St. John, the 20-fingered menace. Fortunately, I can't. Okay, why don't we... Position of commander, absolutely not. Why don't we steal the bones of St. Peter? Can we do that? Oh, is it still not... Wait. Treasury is empty? Excuse me? Bones of... My god. Oh, wait. Join court. Yes, it's still turned on. Bones? Bones? Really? Peter. Where have the bones of St. Peter gone? That's a man called Peter. Any with a rare artifact? You do. Chains of St. Peter? I mean, they're also really good. Learning +2. What the hell happened to the bones of St. Peter? I hope they weren't destroyed, because I really wanted those. They're incredibly good artifacts. I mean, we're going to convert to Nordic anyway, so it's not a huge loss. They'd have definitely helped out with this character. My religion group. Rare artifact. Right, let's try that again. Okay. My religion group. Let's sort by rank. Kaiser Henri has the Iron Crown of Lombardy, which we want back because we are the Duke of Lombardy and that's my crown. So the Basilius still has his Crown of Thorns and his nail. King Louis, Joyeuse, of course, Charlemagne's sword. King Olaf of Norway has the Foot of a Saint. Right, okay. King of Georgia has a Christian icon. What the hell happened to the Bones of St. Peter? You fool. What is that? David's broken weapon. That sounds pretty cool. I wonder if you could reforge that. That's Narsil, isn't it? Don't lie to me. Okay, well, let's not worry about this. Let's go ahead and steal a better artifact. Celestial Necklace. Oh my god, that's awesome. Field of Vassal Opinion +2. Wow. Okay, I want my crown. What does it Khal Drogo said? A crown for a king. And then he converted his Lycan culture. Excuse me? Lycan monsters? Wait, he converted the Holy Roman Empire into a werewolf kingdom. Oh, you idiot. He actually did. Lycan. What has that done for him? Pure administration, yeah, okay. Werewolf soldiers. Fight pits. Lycan berserkers. That explains his hat. Right, remember last episode I was like, oh, he's got a fancy hat. Or something along those lines. It's because he's a werewolf. God damn it. Okay, well, I'm stealing my crown then if you're not wearing it. Steal artifact. And Crown of Lombardy. We can also brew him a potion of I've never read that out loud. Eudaimonia. Which is a potion for curing stressed and depressed. Do we have either of those we need to worry about? What about a wife? No? Okay, everyone's happy. Good. I'm not happy though because I don't have my crown. Let's go and steal that. The Iron Crown of Lombardy. Who shall be your accomplice? Let's see. We can take a marshal. Okay, it's pretty good. Yeah, 14 marshal, impaler. We can take my friend. This guy. Amade Bonsulo the Fat of Slavonia. Okay, we can take him. Or we could take Baldur's daughter and Norse god Cracker. Yeah, you know what? I think that's probably the best idea. Let's go and do that. It'd be so good to get the Iron Crown of Lombardy back. Because not only is it an incredible artifact, it also, you know, kind of suits us. You've arrived at Kaiser Heinel II of the Holy Roman Empire's capital. As expected, it's heavily guarded by wolves everywhere. So we can convince a servant to let us in, sneak our way inside, or force my way inside. Got 70% chance of success. That's not huge. Okay, we managed to do it. And we are still one of the best artifacts in game, so each success is quite a significant success. You've managed to evade most of the patrols till you come outside of the treasury. 2 bored guards stand between you and your prize. Why don't we feed them some sausages? Because I imagine that would probably distract them. What have we got then? 75% chance of success. 72% chance of success. I can throw some mistletoe at them. Probably keep that away from the Norse gods, eh? Okay, sure. Let's go for the 75% chance of success. Rush them before they raise the alarm. Now that you have dealt with the guards, you're free to search the treasury for your target. Time is short and the treasury is filled with documents, jewels, and many miscellaneous items. We can search carefully for the item. Search frantically, making a lot of noise. I really don't think that's ever going to be the best option. Or split up to cover more ground. 81% chance of success. Give me that crown. Yes. After making your escape, you finally feel relieved. You've managed to steal 1 fine artifact for your collection. Your foe has no idea. It went better than I thought. My wife is happy. We got a nice new crown. The Iron Crown of Lombardy. Look at that. Monthly prestige, +1. Monthly piety, 0.5. Diplomacy, +1. Vassal opinion, +10. Holy shit. Short reign years, -5. I mean, let's just remember if we ever go to a feast in, wherever his capital is, Leiningen still? Yeah, if we ever go to a feast in Leiningen, remember to take off your hat. That's awesome. Wow, I didn't realize it was Vassal opinion +10. That's really, really significant then. The only one who dislikes us now is Folku the Elephant, our relative, probably because we hold a lot of duchies and we're a title claimant. I was going to send him some gold to keep him on side, but I forgot we were completely out of gold. Received a beautiful new box of incense. That would imply to me that our trade master died. Yeah, okay. Let's hire a new trade master. So, get rid of that. Let's go ahead and invite a steward to court. Galeazzo. Hello, Galeazzo. You're Dragonborn. Fosrodar. Okay. Here you go. You are my new trade master. Fellow Dragonborn. And you may have some gold. Oh, he'll probably ask me for gold, won't he? Let's offer to turn. Do you want to be a Dragonborn and a werewolf like me? Give him funds. I hope he doesn't, like, out me as a monster. Returned your offer along with a regretful decline. Okay, well, that's fine then. Maybe I should stop doing that, because I have a feeling it probably works on a similar scale to the Devil Worshipper Society, where you become suspicious and then less suspicious over time, depending on your actions. Although, saying that, I can't actually see... Let's have a quick look. Oh, suspected monster, yeah. I like that that's a nice green positive icon there. It expires in 3 years' time. So let's not do any werewolfy things until we've got rid of that. Now, our daughter is using the Greek face set, which is weird, seeing as we're... What is that? Italo romance, and our wife is a Norse god. Won't question it, but I have my suspicions about you, wife. Dear Rhino, I would like to invite you to join me for a small gathering of friends to dine and drink and forget about the world outside. Sure, why not? Do you want to see my new crown? It's really nice, actually. Now, the question is... Yes, that's good. The question is, what do we want to go for our next artifact? Do we want to start building up Norse artifacts, or do we want to gather some more Christian things? Because the thing is, the quality 5 Christian artifacts... I'll show you very quickly. I'll take Lustful. Absolutely, yeah. Get rid of Chase in exchange for Lustful. What we could do with the Christian artifacts when we convert to Norse, we could just send them to China. They're worth 10,000 each, and if the Emperor likes wealth, the next one will hopefully get some likes and dislikes. It's only because I fucked with the scripted triggers trying to not make this game crash. But if the next Emperor likes wealth, the crown then is doubled, so it's worth 20,000. Now, 15,000 is the most you can spend, and that's on a major invasion. Oh, it's only 5,000 in this? I thought it was 15,000. Either way, that's the equivalent of 4 invasions, so... We could still go ahead and gather Christian artifacts to benefit us for the while. And then again, what happened to the Byzantines? Well, rest in peace, Greece, I suppose. The immigrant? Yeah, no shit. We should probably take his artifacts then before he completely disappears. Now, how are we going to do that? We can't raid, can we? Because we aren't a culture or a religion that allows us to raid. Unfortunately, we are also under the HRE, so we couldn't do it even if we had the cultural religion. How am I going to take your artifacts? We could fabricate a claim on his capital and then go and attack his capital. It's also coastal, which would make it a lot easier. Just in the hopes that when we siege it down, we steal some of his artifacts in the process. Because if his artifacts get lost on succession, that'd be a real shame, seeing as they're the last 2 good Christian artifacts there. Diplomacy +2, diplomacy +1... Either that, or we wait 5 years and use the steel artifact thing. The event. Alright, we're at the private rooms of Patrician. Abondio. Now, if we can get, potentially, Game Master, I was just about to say that. Hail the Duke, Apprentice Board Gamer, that's a great start. Board Gamer is obviously very, very good. It not only gives you a lot of... Game Master is very, very good. Because it gives you a lot of event options. Say, for example, Chess with Death. You can make some incredibly good plays with that. When you go to China, you can make some good plays with that. Within military as well, it has a lot of strategies, so it's a really good trait to get. I've decided to instribute, that's a new word. I've decided to instribute the low burger obligations law. I will approve that. Pray I do not approve anything else. We gain the trait Game Master. Thank God. Martial +1, narrow plank plus 30%, diplomacy +2. Thank you. Awesome. We might have preferred to get, perhaps, Erudite or Mystic or the other one that I've forgotten about, so clearly it's not important. Because we have a limit to the amount of, obviously, lifestyles we can have. We've already got Poet and Game Master, so we're pretty much screwed now. I can't believe we still aren't enough for Magus. What's the cooldown on that, then? Not recently written a theorem paper. Oh, 4 years? Wow. We're just going to have to wait for missions, then. Within the next 4 years to try and get up to Magus rank. How is Apollo taken over from Zeus? Oh, wait, Apollo was always in charge, wasn't he? It's just Zeus is now the next heir, probably because he's done a lot of missions or something like that. I don't know if you noticed the state learning of Zeus there. 111? Oh, because of course he's the head of Olympus, all of his counselors. Commander, Prostrator, yeah, there we are, look at that, Magistros. All are going to have just incredible stats. Wow, that's crazy. Alright, upper council position. Steward, you will do. You're a powerful vassal, and you actually have decent stewardship. Not incredible, but decent. Have you collect some taxes. Cracker, my wife. We should probably have her off studying tech, to be honest with you, but we have a son. Come on. Low fertility. Shit, quick. Magical heritage, demigod. Damn it, he came out quick, but he's got low fertility. Yeah, not ideal, unfortunately. We'll name you after a random ancestor. Guido, Alberto, Ugo. Kind of looking for one of his Norse ancestors. I'm going to name you... Oh, Alberto Azza. That was our first character, wasn't it? I'm going to name you... Odin. Now we need an Italian spin on it. Odinetto. Perfect. I hope that doesn't mean anything offensive in any language ever. Now, do I want to spend 30 gold for 30 piety? Sure, why not? Sold. A member of the Great Trade League approaches you and tells you that you are ready to buy my incense. No, we want to give that to our Trade Master. I completely forgot. Where are you? Trade Master. Here you go. Grant landed title. Nope. That's absolutely not what I'm trying to do. I want to give you incense. There you go. Awesome. Right. Thank you. We don't really seem to be getting much profit here, pal. I wonder how the profits thing works. Whether or not it builds up his cash and then he'll grant it back to us over time. Or whether or not he invests goods that increase tax modifiers or something like that. Maybe he isn't investing any goods. Well, to be fair, he probably hasn't had any goods yet to invest. I'll have to look into the documentation a bit more. I like to try and not look into mods, if that makes sense. So that it's more of a surprise to me. Want to befriend the Pope again? Sure, we can do that. Hey, Pope. New Pope. Oh, Jesus, you really hate me. Oh, we're still Kinslayer, aren't we? Right. Yeah, we really do want to befriend the Pope in that case. You're improving relations with the Pope. You're fabricating claims, but not well. Seeing as that's 100% yearly, I have a feeling we should have done that by now. An old legal right, almost forgotten by all but the barons, called Prima Nocte, or Droit du Seigneur, sure, is the subject of heated debate. The barons in Venezia claim that it is their right to take the virginity of the serfs' maidens' daughters, and the serfs are protesting. Yeah, I agree. It isn't legal, and I forbid it. What are you doing? Come on. It's 11:05. Current year. No, it's the pitiful state of my son. Oh, he's got the flu. God damn it, please don't die. He's not exactly an heir we want. Like, if we play as him, we can't get any other children out of him. So, call for my court physician at once. I really hope that gods can be werewolves and werewolves can be gods. Because I kind of wanted to pass that down. You know, maybe turn our son. Oh, good lord. Mayor Trinitas of Heidelberg has issued a challenge over Kaiser Heinel II of the Holy Roman Emperor's title. With the fight coming up, everyone is waiting to see which vassal is supporting each combatant. Do I want to support Heinel, or do I want to support Tritonas? So this guy's also a wolf, so I assume they're going to fight to the death personal combat style. Okay, it's full moon, he's a werewolf, +5. What about this guy? He's personal combat of 6. I'm going to support Kaiser Heinel. Interesting, facing challenge. He died. Holy shit. Mangled. Wounded, depressed, severely injured. Holy shit. So now another guy's in charge. I assume... wait a minute. I bet I know what happened. I bet they dueled. The other guy didn't necessarily win. Because this wasn't the same guy. Because this guy clearly isn't a werewolf. This guy's a really good ruler, though. Look at that. Wow. I guess he was just severely injured in the fight and then died. Naturally, so succession carried on as usual. I've written a book. A treatise of fishing with an angle. I'm pretty sure that isn't a very good book, but let's have a look. Treatise of fishing with an angle. Where is it? There we are. Oh, wow. Diplomacy +1, stewardship +5, general opinion +5. I've changed my mind. That's a really good book. Awesome. We're getting a lot of general opinion and vassal opinion, which is going to be really good when we move to somewhere with a different culture and religion to us, obviously. Decided to introduce Corpus Irilis Civilis law. Is that good? Probably not. Realm. Corpus Civilis, where is that? CCC, there we are. What does that do? So it's going to give him an increased domain size, basically. Sure. I haven't got a problem with that. I really don't see how it affects me at all. Oh, I didn't call him that favor, did I? Now he's dead. Yep. Whoops, that was a shame. Oh, well. Introduce you to my current... Sure, why not? Okay, we're not doing anything out... We're not doing anything important, let's put it that way. The Knights of the Templar are recruiting stewards for the Order. Now, what is this? I wonder if can we send them a steward or something like that? I think we can really do anything with that. Maybe that's relevant if we're part of the society. Maybe we could do something relevant to that. I think I'm going to start looking at these mods. Again, I wanted to go into this blind, not really knowing what was happening, but... Oh. Well, my Chancellor's dead. But I think it's time that I looked it up and sort of seen what cool things we can do with each of them. Alright, now we've got an opportunity to get a much better Chancellor now. Let's go ahead and reset everything and take a look. Join court, yes. They need to be men, unfortunately. Okay, what have we got? Glander. Sure. You are really good. 19. Welcome to court. And we've got enough gold for a coronation if we can do that. So definitely something we want to do. How fabulous. Okay, yep, good. And new Chancellor and a new Steward as well. New Steward is actually god-awful. Okay, next time we need to look for someone better than that. Let's have our wife. I was going to say go and... No, you know what? I really would prefer you just to stay at court. Because obviously studying tech runs the risk of her being captured and executed. We're never going to be able to marry another god. So, especially not one that we are both a friend and a lover of. So we definitely want to keep her around. Do you want more children, though? I've only had 2 kids. Saying that, I've got minus 40% fertility, and we're still doing pretty well. We've got some other things to buff that up, but it's still not quite up where we want it to be. Designated Regent. I'm going to name Enrico. Why? Because Enrico likes us the least, and they're all the same rank, so we'll go for that. Master of the Horse, yep. Whoever. Cupbearer, yep, you'll do. Seneschal, you'll do as well. Good. Okay, we need to start fabricating claims again. Did I not set that up? That was a bit silly. Long may it rain. Yep, head to Corsica. Get that sorted out. You look like a religious enemy. You are. 7,200 men versus my current 19,000. Wow. Oh, Corsica's looking right for the picking. But again, if we want to go north, it's probably not that much of a big deal, right? Maybe we should start fabricating claims up north instead. What do we want to go for? Maybe like Norway? Denmark would be good. I'm just thinking, though, if we convert religion, it makes us a much larger target for the HRA, seeing as we would share a border. I'm going to go with Norway, I think. What have we got? Mura. What's that capital like right now? Actually pretty good. How many men have they got? 13,000. Oh, God. Right. We'll head there if we can, then. We'll confront this guy and lose... Oh, lose some esoteric knowledge. We need that esoteric knowledge. We're so close to becoming the Magus now. Neophyte Aurelio is a greedy, slothful idiot who deserves none of the riches in his possession. I agree. What riches has he got? Ceremonial robes? Yeah, let's steal his robes. That's not actually what we're doing. We're just going to go and invade his laboratory again. You distract them, I will enter. 60% chance, 71% chance, 79% chance, or I can try and bribe them with my high diplomacy. It's probably the safest method. Alright, do you want to focus on destruction while I search for items of value? Take care of sabotage, maximum damage, whatever's the safest one, ideally. Effective but riskier. God, it's maximum damage. Let's get started. Absolutely, let's trash the place. Low tribal obligations. It's nice that you are dedicated to passing the laws that matter in the realm. Excellent. It will take him months to recover 200 esoteric knowledge. Can we rank up? Come on. Yes. Time to become Magus and write our magnum opus. Awesome. Thank you, Apollo. To the honored adept Rhino, I hereby grant you permission to advance to the next rank. It's my privilege. We're now peers. Awesome. Let's wait for that mission to clear. There we go. Now we do, unfortunately, need to save something. Was it 1,500? 500 to write a magnum opus. Wow, I've been way out with these numbers recently. 500 for a magnum opus. Now we can also pick a hermetic art as well. Unfortunately, because we have those lifestyle traits, as I mentioned, we can't take that immediately. We'd have to wait to either lose one or gain another lifestyle trait so that they all reset. That's just what happens if you have more than 3. Position of commander? Never. Stop asking if you don't mind. Alright, tradition faction is improved. We should probably look at what factions we could join. Duke Rhino for the Holy Roman Empire? Oh, shit. No. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. What have we got? Court faction, Glory faction. Anti-King Ulrich. What is an anti-king? That sounds awesome. Okay, we won't worry about that. Prosperity faction, Tradition faction. What do we think? Should we join the strongest faction? I'm going to say let's ignore factions for now. They're not really a big deal. Now, CK2 Plus overhauls the faction system quite significantly, so getting involved in that is probably a little bit too much inside baseball for me right now. Why don't we go for construction level 4? Or level 5. My mistake. We were construction level 4. Again, just for these hospital boons, they're going to come in very, very handy. I don't want to upgrade our provinces too much, though, if we're going to move. Lombardy prospers. Very good. How long till we can move you up to Norway? We can now. I'm going to go ahead and take the capital there. Mura. Go and grab that one. Probably a pretty good capital. A good place to start from as well, just because it's right on the coast. It's going to take, you know, religious enemies a long time to get there, so Sweden would have to traipse all the way around the mountains. Same with Denmark. My liege. So, do you want to come back? Thank you. My liege, the highly prosperous economy of the realm greatly increases demand for goods. I request more funds. Good lord. You're going to put me out of business, my friend. Now, the real question is, can we go ahead and steal something now, or are we still on cooldown? Yeah, we are. What's our cooldown on that? Past 5 years? I imagine there's a stolen artifact trait or something, right? There's nothing. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Oh, I forgot to educate my son. Even if he's not the best son, we still need to educate him, genius. Okay, I will educate myself. What a great son. Thank you for watching. Next episode, we're going to move to Norway. Because of course we are. And then we're going to found our own demigod, wolf god dynasty. Pantheon of gods. Thank you. Goodbye.